Hello, everyone. You got Larson Stair here from Stair Step Strategies with another episode of Musings of an Entrepreneur. I wanted to record a quick video. I actually just got off the phone with a founder who's working on a new product. And we were talking a little bit more about currently he's a solo founder and he's looking for more a co-founder to bring into this project. And he was saying, well, how do I go about finding a good co-founder? And so my story, I had the luxury of a good friend of mine I met 15 years ago. We've had a long-standing friendship and relationship before we started Demo Flow or Gondola. So I had the luxury of having somebody pretty much established that was a perfect complement to my business skills on the technical side. But not everybody has that luxury. And so we were just talking through like, how would I go about approaching this if I was building a product, didn't have a technical co-founder? And so I just wanted to share a few ideas with you all on how to go about doing that. Where we were talking about is he's building an MVP right now. And I said, let's say he worked in the financial sector and was building a product for that space. What I said is where I would start is I would go find every FinTech organization that has started a software company, early stage founders, early stage employees of those organizations, and that have either sold their company and moved on, shut down the company for whatever reason, but are just no longer working in that and don't have any obligations around NDAs or non-competes. And I would just reach out to them and I would ask to discuss their experience in that startup. For me specifically, we built a solution in the sales enablement space. So if any founders came to me and said, hey, I'm working on a new solution in conversation intelligence or in email outbound marketing, and they came to me and said, hey, can I chat with you a bit and get your experience on what went well, what did not go well? I promise you, I could talk their ear off for hours about things that did well and equally did not do well. And so I think that could be a good place to start. And I think this will give you a few different things. It'll give you the key learnings from somebody who has already operated within that space. And I'm sure they have a lot of them. So they could help to steer you in the right direction or wrong direction. That could be, or steer you away from the wrong direction more specifically. And that could be business advice on like where to start. It could be product advice, industry experience, any of those things. So that could be really invaluable pieces of information. And what I was chatting with this founder about, I said, really finding a co-founder, it seems like it's like dating. You really look for people that you gel with really nicely and you can work with for a while. Because the reality is when you pick a co-founder, it is quite a lot like marriage. You're going to be working with them for a very long time, 100 hours a week, 6 days a week, with them multiple times a day. And so if there's inherent conflict, like that's not going to work out well for you. And it's no secret that a big reason why a lot of startups fail is co-founder dynamics. And so what I was saying is you should look for is just have initial conversation with these folks, see if they have any interest in continuing the conversation. If they do, great. That's a positive signal. If they don't, no problem. And also he said, well, what am I looking for as signals that they could be a right person if we're having these meetings? I said, it's not really as much of an objective red or green flag, so to speak. It's more of a feeling. Is how do you feel when you left that meeting? Do you feel more energized to go work on your idea even further? Do they bring new ideas to the table that maybe challenge assumptions or confirm assumptions that you had previously? You're looking for somebody who's been grabbed by this idea and has the gusto to go out and help to volunteer their time and effort to make this beginning phase of an idea into a reality. And so I think that it can bring a lot to the table. You get their expertise, but then you get a chance to work with them for a while and see, is this a good fit or is this not a good fit? And so as I think about really finding that co-founder dynamic, that's how I'd go about approaching it. And hopefully this is helpful for anyone out there who's looking for co-founders. Ideally, it's somebody who's the opposite skill set to what you have. So if you got sales and marketing chops or operations, you need his technical counterpart and vice versa. I hope this is helpful. And if anyone has any questions, leave it in the comments, but thanks for the time today.